Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
A coroner's inquest rules a shooting justifiable homicide. The Carter County collector resigns in the midst of a criminal investigation. Plus, Piedmont shows their support for the troops. All of these stories coming up.
It was a nice day here in southeast Missouri, a little bit windy and a little bit on the chilly side, but we do have some changes on the way. Will these cars get a bath over the next couple of days? I'll let you know. Coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us. Here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. A coroner's inquest has ruled that the shooting of a 32-year-old man this past February was justifiable homicide by self-defense. Kaylaton Hamelin was shot in the field next to the USA drugstore parking lot in Farmington after he fired shots at law enforcement officers. Now, Hamelin was on the run after a bail bondsman attempted to return him to the St. Francis County Jail. County Prosecutor Jared Mahiran called the coroner's inquest to look into the shooting.
We conducted a hearing. I questioned all the witnesses that I felt were pertinent for the hearing. The coroner did as well, and a coroner's inquest, jurors are allowed to question, which is what they did. And after the full hearing, evidence was adduced, and they found that it was justifiable homicide by self-defense at that point.
Mahiran tells 18 Eyewitness News by having the hearing, the decision of how to proceed on the case is taken out of his hands.
I deal with law enforcement every day, so any decision that I might make one way or another could be considered a bias. So by having a coroner's inquest, we have 6 impartial people come in and we present all of the evidence to them, and then once all that evidence is presented, they make the decision.
Mahiran notes that Deputy Don Smith, who Hamelin shot, has completely recovered and is back on the job. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, is it going to warm up or what?
Good evening, Frank. Good evening, everybody. Not a bad day here in southeast Missouri. A little bit on the windy side and a little bit on the chilly side as well, but not too bad as far as in plenty of sunshine. It's chilly right now, 52 in Festus and St. Genevieve, as well as in Fredericktown. Piedmont right now at 55, as well as in Van Buren, 54 in Ellington, and 56 right now in Poplar Bluff. Clear skies this evening, 51 degrees at 7 p.m., 47 at 9, and by midnight we'll see a temperature around 43. Some showers and thunderstorms are developing for our day on Thursday. I'll give you all those details coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
The collector for Carter County, Jennifer Clark Williams, is no longer on the job. She tendered her resignation effective immediately in the middle of a criminal investigation by the county prosecutor Rocky Kingrig. The investigation was triggered by a state audit that found Clark Williams could not account for at least $3,800 in property tax receipts that were received but were not deposited between November 2010 and December 2011. She could face felony charges when the investigation is completed. The St. Francis County Recorder's Office will be able to do e-recording of documents in the near future. When County Recorder Steve Greider visited our 18 Eyewitness News studios, he told us new capacities and capabilities is part of their package with Fiddler software.
But they've got a couple programs out there that once they get it perfected, it's really going to be a lot better for people. We're going to start doing e-recording, which is electronic transfers that some of the bigger places in St. Louis, some of them doing foreclosures and stuff, they want to electronically send the documents to us.
Greider also tells us that his office is continuing to convert older documents into electronic files as well.
We're going back and doing some more old records. We've got the film converted to images, so we're downloading those. Hopefully in the next month we'll have those downloaded, so we'll have 92 and 93 downloaded, and we're going to be indexing those. So instead of going back to 94 in the computer system, we're going to be going all the way back to 1992.
In addition, Greider says when his office renegotiated the new agreement with Fiddler, they got the software licenses for a lower rate. The citizens of Piedmont and surrounding communities are being commended for their support of their military men and women. Frito-Lay had set up a Support Our Troops care package donation station with little results. Then, Piedmont American Legion Post Commander Philip Baker says his group was asked to help encourage donations.
Our success was we ended up with 2 good rounded shopping carts full of stuff that they are going to pay the postage and send it over to troops in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Baker tells 18 Eyewitness News the full shopping carts are just a reflection of the generosity of folks in the area.
People stepped up to the plate, and community of Piedmont has always been great as far as coming to people's aid, and I can't say anything more about that. They just fantastic people in Piedmont.
That's American Legion Post 281 Commander Philip Baker. When we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, the Ozark Regional Timber Fest returns to Ripley County this weekend. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Friday and Saturday marks the return of the Ozark Regional Timber Fest. Administrative Assistant for the Ripley County Chamber of Commerce, Alice Mickey, tells 18 Eyewitness News about some of the events taking place.
Stock appearing gasoline races, stock appearing alcohol chainsaw races. We have cross-cut races, modified classes for hot sauce. We have a hometown loggers class. We'll have food vendors, craft vendors. We'll have pioneer exhibits, educational exhibits.
There will be activities for kids, including a Wonders of Wildlife program. Now, Alice says Timberfest harks back to the history of the area.
The emphasis is placed on our history, featuring antique, vintage logging equipment and sawmill equipment. Ripley County and Carter County used to be huge timbering industries where lots of ties were cut and logs were cut.
The 7th annual Ozarks Regional Timber Fest will be held at the Ripley County Fairgrounds, with the gates opening at 8 in the morning Friday and Saturday. For more information, click this story at our website, kdkz18.com. The Parkland Pregnancy Resource Center's Walk for Life steps off on Saturday. Executive Director Kim Nash tells 18 Eyewitness News since 2005, the center has given away more than 62,000 baby items through their weekly parenting classes.
Our parenting class program is called Earn While You Learn. We don't just give things away. They actually earn them by attending class, by doing homework, and it's basic skills that they can learn in their first trimester, everything about how to choose a doctor, because some women don't realize that they can choose a doctor.
Kim adds later classes include how mothers can help keep themselves healthy during their pregnancy, as well as infant care and potty training.
Our teachers are not just teachers, they're mentors, and they really care about the girls and their families.
The Parkland PRC provides other services too, including free pregnancy tests and ultrasounds for women in St. Francis, Iron, Madison, St. Genevieve, Washington, Wayne, and Reynolds counties. Registration for the Walk for Life opens up Saturday morning at 8, with the walk itself starting 1 hour later. Parkland contact information can be found by clicking this story at our website, kdkz18.com. Well, this Saturday evening, October 27th, Fredericktown will transform into Freaky Town. Madison County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Kyle Wright tells 18 Eyewitness News that this is the 4th year for the event. He says the streets are blocked off in the middle of town and the children have a safe environment to enjoy some Halloween fun.
All the local businesses, they generally set up on all the main streets there in town. We close off the traffic. People go through. Last year we had over 50 businesses set up, and they don't just set up and hand out candy. They also go through, they play games with the kids. Last year we had a hay maze. We do face painting.
Kyle says last year 1,700 children visited Freaky Town. This year they're planning for about 2,000. Well, still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, why doctors say a growing number of people are allergic to healthy foods, the first signs of trouble, and what you can do about it next in Your Health.
Not a bad day here in Southeast. Let's try that again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Some showers and thunderstorms are on the way for Southeast Missouri. I have all the details coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's go to our weather headlines right now. And as you can see, isolated thunderstorms for tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. We will see a good chance of thunderstorms tomorrow night. So possibility of some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow, but a better chance tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. And temperatures are on the cool side, but warming up for the weekend. Currently here in Southeast Missouri, those temperatures are on the cool side. 52 in Festus and St. Genevieve, as well as in Fredericktown. 55 in Piedmont. Poplar Bluff at 56. 64 though. Let's try 54. Sorry about that. And Cape Girardeau and 54 right now in Ellington. Here at the studio, we are at a current temperature of 54 degrees under a sunny sky. Feels like 54 out there. Current dew point 31, 40% humidity, and a north wind at 1 mile per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, we will see isolated showers and thunderstorms throughout southeast Missouri. Better chance for tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. So the forecast for tonight, clear skies, low around 39 degrees, light to variable winds, 33 in Festus, 35 in Potosi, Ellington 38, 39 in Piedmont, down to Poplar Bluff the same. Then for tomorrow, high around 61 degrees, showers and thunderstorms likely, a better chance in the afternoon into the evening hours. South wind 5 to 10, 63 in Ironton, 62 in Piedmont, Van Buren 63, 62 in Potosi, and 63 in Festus. The next several days are looking like this throughout southeast Missouri. On Friday, we will see a mostly cloudy sky, high around 65 degrees. Saturday, partly sunny, mid to upper 70s for highs. There is a chance of isolated thunderstorms Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday is kind of an iffy day as far as the amount of sunshine. Right now it looks like mostly sunny, but we could see morning clouds in the morning on Sunday and then changing over to full sunshine. 75 degrees, partly sunny on Monday, high of 77. Then showers and thunderstorms likely on Tuesday with temperature around 76. And then on Wednesday, we'll see a high around 70 degrees with some showers in the area. Partly sunny on Saturday, once again, high of 77, low of 62 with some showers and thunderstorms developing Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday morning could be on the cloudy side, but clearing out with temperature around 75. Let's check out your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
Eating healthier may be more difficult than what you really think. Some who try it find out that they are actually allergic to healthier foods. Now, it might sound like an excuse, but for a growing number of people, it's a painful reality. With details on allergies to mineral nickel, here's Clark Powell.
Sarah Plumby says for years she's made a conscious effort to lead a healthier life by exercising and eating nutritious foods. But instead of enjoying the rewards of being fit, Sarah found herself in excruciating pain.
I experienced a burning tongue. My muscles would twitch. I had sleep disruptions. And I would wake up in the morning feeling like I wasn't rested.
It turns out the foods Sarah was eating were high in the mineral nickel. Things like oatmeal, beans, and whole grains, which may be contributing to a rash of new allergy cases.
And the reason we think is that there's been a shift in dietary habits. As people are trying to eat healthier, they're actually eating more nickel.
Dr. Matthew Iris is a renowned allergist at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. He says some patients can go for years with itchy, painful rashes, often on the outside of their elbow or in their palms, and never know what's causing it, partly because nickel allergies don't appear immediately.
So if you start eating more nickel, it slowly builds up in your body until your immune system gets stimulated enough that you start to break out in this rash.
Even then, diagnosing a nickel allergy can be tough because it's in so many things, like soy and dark chocolate, and can even be released from stainless steel pots and pans when you cook acidic foods like tomatoes. Sarah went to Dr. Iris and today is nearly symptom-free thanks to a nickel-free diet.
I was shocked because I was eating a healthy diet. But the healthy diet was making me worse. I'm so happy that he found out what the allergy was.
At Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Doctors say most patients will get better by reducing nickel in their diets. In some cases, doctors have patients take a chewable vitamin C tablet before each meal, especially for vegetarians who rely on nickel-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Now, if you have an unexplained rash you can't seem to shake, you may want to ask your allergist about nickel at your next visit. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, it's a key ingredient in happy, healthy marriages, but not one that usually comes to mind. Dr. Bill Meyer tells us what it is on today's Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Purchasing protection for yourself or your family? Well, that makes perfect sense. But do you really need to purchase extra protection just for your debts? Let's find out. Debt protection, just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. Where caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment. With a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through, or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy, just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
A marriage relationship comes with plenty of potential landmines. In today's Focus on the Family segment, Dr. Bill Meyer has some great advice for young couples looking to prevent problems before they start.
Well, I'll bring it up. If I feel like I'm being taken for granted, I'll tell them straight out.
One of the best ways to maintain a healthy marriage is to work at placing our spouse's needs ahead of our own. My colleague Dr. James Dobson often refers to it as protecting the line of respect. For Isaac and Ellie Watkins, the bottom line means trying not to take each other for granted.
I would get really upset if he would come home late and I would have a nice meal prepared and he wouldn't let me know that he was going to be home late. It's kind of like I didn't feel like I was being appreciated.
That really reminded me how much that she does for me, and reminded me that I need to be a little more appreciative of all those little things.
While it's important to hold your partner accountable when you're feeling a lack of respect, the key is to express your feelings in a context of love.
Typically, if it's not expressed in a loving way, a spouse is likely to be defensive. We all tend to have that part of us where we don't want to hear things that are negative about what we've said or done.
Can you put the plates out? For me, it's all about my tone and the way that I might ask him to do something or something like that.
Yeah, it's really, the difference between suggesting something and demanding something. If she suggests something to me that's a good idea, great, but if she demands it, automatically I get defensive.
In a healthy marriage, some things are worth defending, and mutual respect is at the top of the list. But instead of nagging or criticizing, work at keeping the lines of communication open. That'll prevent feelings of resentment from building and keep little problems from becoming big issues. For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, please visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. Well, most people are familiar with the need for home, auto, health, and life insurance. But what about for something like debt? Money expert Stacy Johnson explains why.
You never know what might happen. That's why you protect your home, car, health, and life. But while it's a good idea to purchase protection for yourself, do you really want to purchase protection for your debts too? A debt protection plan is like an insurance policy on a specific debt. It might pay your credit card balance if you die or make minimum payments if you become disabled or unemployed. This type of protection is often pushed by credit card mortgage companies, and prices vary, but if you got a $10,000 credit card balance, you could be paying $1,000 a year for this little umbrella. According to the Government Accountability Office, only 21 cents of every dollar paid into these debt protection plans gets paid out as benefits. By comparison, most health insurance providers now have to return 80 cents in benefits for every dollar they take in. So does that mean you should never buy this type of coverage? No, but it does mean you want to be careful so you don't get burned. What you want to do is understand exactly what it covers, exactly what it costs, and then think about alternatives, like getting a life insurance or disability contract, or maybe just an emergency fund. Bottom line, protection, always good. But the debt protection pushed by lenders is often overpriced. To learn more, visit MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for debt protection. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, Shelby Miller is added to the Cardinals playoff roster. Jeff Fisher is following the same formula for success he used in Tennessee. And Alabama's Nick Saban and Mizzou's Gary Pinkel go way back. These stories coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News with Jeremy Martin.
Given Jaime Garcia's lackluster road record, the only time he was expected to pitch in the playoff series with Washington was Game 2 at Busch Stadium. However, he only lasted 2 innings before leaving with a rotator cuff strain and inflammation in his left shoulder. By moving him to the disabled list, the Cardinals replaced him with rookie Shelby Miller for the remainder of the division series. Miller is only expected to get work if a starter flames out early, and St. Louis needs 3 or 4 innings of relief pitching. Foundation of Jeff Fisher's teams in Tennessee was a potent defensive line and is using the same formula in St. Louis, with bookends Robert Quinn and Chris Long wreaking havoc off the edge, and new additions Kendall Langford and Michael Brockers pushing the pocket. Fisher's defensive linemen are making an impact now. The newest incarnation of the Rams' fearsome foursome showcased their skills last Thursday against Arizona. Of a possible 50 passing plays the Cardinals ran, the Rams got a sack, a pressure, or a hit on 42 snaps. And Saturday's Mizzou-Alabama game is a good illustration that coaching is a small fraternity. Both Alabama coach Nick Saban and Mizzou's Gary Pinkel were teammates for the Kent State Golden Flashes back in the 70s. Saban got his first head coaching gig at Toledo in 1990, but left after 1 year to coach in the NFL. Saban recommended Pinkel as his replacement.